Nelly in the morning.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Thank you, Kat. Now, thankfully, we are becoming more and more open about our mental health, but sometimes just knowing where to turn to for support can be tricky sometimes. That's where organisations like Liverpool's Mary Seacole House steps in. Now, Mary Seacole House it's a multicultural mental health service set up to offer support and advice, mainly for the black minority ethnic communities of Merseyside. They've just been nominated for a National Diversity Award, celebrating their role as a life-changing community organisation. Our reporter Jimmy McCracken has been along to find out more.
Initially, Mary Seacole House was developed because there was a huge gap between people with mental health problems from BME communities accessing statutory services, accessing secondary mental health care. And what you were finding was a lot of people were either getting picked up by the police or they were wandering around the streets. There's high representation of BME people in the psychiatric wards. So at that time, a group of local people got together and thought, what can we do that would benefit the community? And at the time, they lobbied to open a day service for adults with mental health problems, primarily for people from BME communities. And that was one of our first services.
Is there a higher percentage of people in this community in need of support with mental health issues than in other communities?
Yes, there is. And that's partly because of people's cultural beliefs, their religious beliefs, and the stigma attached to mental health. Within BME communities, there is a larger, higher representation because people don't know how to access appropriate services. People have a mistrust of services. Services that are already out there are not culturally appropriate, so there's language barriers, there's cultural barriers. And one of the things that we do is, when we do give training to all our service users is to build their skills and sometimes give them the skills then to go back into their communities or into their homes and go, this is what I learned today, this is what we should be doing today. So we're still getting the messages filtered down, but through our, as I call them, our champions.
Your champions. So that's what you do, and we've heard you mention your champions. Should we have a word with a couple of your champions now? Let's do that right now. Celine and Iman, ladies, lovely to meet you. Celine, how long have you been coming here?
I've been a self-service user for around 7 years now.
And Iman, what about you?
I've been here like 5 years.
Why did you come here in the first place, Iman?
I come to here to help me with some problem with my kids in school, council tax benefit, and they help us as well with some training. We did some courses like first aid, health and safety, and food hygiene, and they help with the bills, with any problem.
So they help with form filling, advice?
Right. With disability living allowance, with care, with everything they help.
And Celine, what about you? Why did you come here in the first place?
Because I used to be a carer for my friend. I used to go take her to hospital appointments and wherever she needed to go. There was a group in this place where carers used to come every Friday and we would be given good food and chat with all the other carers who were coming here. That was the first time I started coming, and I'm coming ever since.
What's the most important thing that they've done to help you, Iman?
They helped me last time, 2 years ago. My husband passed away, and they helped me to fill form for pension, to get pension for me. And as well, last year I've got problem with my daughter in school. They helped me with this one as well.
And without them, what would you have done?
I will be struggling. I haven't got anyone to help me. But here they help me. They fill form. They call the school. They do everything for me here.
This place is important to you ladies, isn't it?
It is very important, yes. When we come here, we can be ourselves, just normal people, which we can't do outside. We share all our problems with them and they give us good counselling. So we really need this place.
We celebrate some like parties, Easter, Christmas. We go into trip together. We go and walk in group. A lot of things we did here, and we know each other from different country, from different community.
When someone's not well, we make it a point of going and visiting them and asking if they need any help. We do stuff for them, yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what, Rahana, just listening to the ladies here, they've benefited from your help and advice and support, and now they're paying something back. They're part of the big family here, aren't they?
I mean, it is a family, and I mean, that's been the ethos of Mary Seacole House, I think, since day one, and that's one of the reasons people do come back to us. But I think what's really, really special about this place is it doesn't matter where you're from, what you believe in, what your culture is, what your religion is. When people walk through this door, we all belong together, and we belong to Mary Seacole House, and Mary Seacole House belongs to us.
Yeah, and well said. Fingers crossed for Mary Seacole House. We'll find out if they win later on this year.